is oil country.
He gave it. Score!
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Now we're fired up, ready to go. Oh, yeah. It's the Oilers. It's the Chicago Blackhawks. And it's our starting lineup. And it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes. The official builder at the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front. Leon Draisaitl, Luke Vasily Podkolzin, and Victor Arvidsson on defense.
NHL 2014-12-16 Edmonton Oilers versus Arizona Coyotes.
For the Blackhawks, up front, Connor Bedard with Tyler Bertuzzi and Ilya McKay.
Slider at 1 hour, 6 minutes, 7 seconds at 1 hour, 49.
Seth Jones, Arvid Soderblom will start in goal. The referees, Carter Sandlak and Ghislaine Hebert, Derek Nansen, and
Stereo Mix Properties Dialogue, edit Stereo Mix.
On the line.
NHL, the backyard against best clowns in
the United Center. The Oilers and the Blackhawks. Oh, yeah. It's a good vibe in here tonight. It is. Always. Love it. All right. We get the gate closed in behind Calvin Pickard, and we can get ready to go. Already jostling over on the wing between Mikheyev and Podkolzin. Puck dropped, and we're underway, and it's Nurse up the right wing to Arvidsson. Off the boards and in, and it'll be Jones going behind the net. He'll rim it hard on the right wing. Mikheyev picks it off the boards, goes back to the corner, cross ice to Martinez. Missed the last 15 games due to injury, and now to Bedard into the Oiler and poked off his stick. Kulak goes in behind his net. Up the right wing, trying to hold off Mikheyev. Mikheyev still on him. Over to Nurse, up the left wing. Giving it to Podkolzin, back to Nurse. His pass, that one goes off the stick of Mikheyev. Comes over to Kulak. Kulak has to retreat. We'll take it in behind the Edmonton net. Oilers change the forwards. You get the McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Hyman line out there, and up the left wing, it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Got points in 5 straight. Gets to center ice, he'll dump it in. Vlasic into the corner for Chicago. On the left wing, to Foligno, won't get it out. Puck comes back to Vlasic, pokes it in behind the net. Crevier up the right wing to Dickinson. Put it through the middle of the ice, and it's Bouchard with it for the Oilers. Up to Hyman, glances off his stick, goes into the Chicago zone. We're scoreless, we're here in the first. Goes in behind the net. Minute 15 gone. Comes up to the blue line, and out with it is Foligno for Chicago up the right wing. Pass to Dickinson, will take a wrist shot off the blocker of Pickard and into the corner. Bouchard goes in behind the goal with it. Up the right wing where he finds Connor Brown, and he'll get through center ice now in over the line. Dodges the hit from Allen, gets it low. Janmark on the end boards. Brown comes in to help out. They got it tied up. Jammed loose behind the net to Henrique. Back to the left wing point. Nurse will shoot it. That one off his stick, doesn't get through. Now on the left side, the shot by Brown. It's blocked as it hit T.J. Brody. Puck sent to the blue line and out. At center ice, it's Stetcher. He'll shoot it in. Allen's got to chase after it. He'll go to Brody in behind the net. Brody pushes it around on the right. Doc up to the blue line. Kicked in by Janmark. Rims it over to the right wing. Brown put the pressure on. He'll go to Brody, and he'll go in behind his goal. Brody waits for it in Chicago. 2.5 gone here. Scoreless first. Up the right wing. Former Oiler Taylor Hall. Now to Donato on the right side of Maroon. Also former Oiler. He'll dump it in. Pickard to Emberson. The left wing, that won't get out. Donato's going to keep it in towards the net off of Perry. Goes out of play. 2 minutes, 43 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period.
Well, 3 guys that are all pending UFAs. Taylor Hall, Ryan Donato, and Patrick Maroon. There's a lot of people that think, will Chicago eat a little bit of salary and flip Taylor Hall at the deadline? Taylor's had a chance to play a little bit further up the lineup, but a veteran fourth line tonight. Donato into the middle on this line for the Hawks.
Right of Pickard, the draw. It goes into the corner. Maroon's got it. He'll center it off the stick at Donato. And up near the blue line, it comes out. Oilers come out. It's Emberson down the right wing. Emberson waiting, shooting, ripped it off the post. And it comes all the way out to center ice.
Well, he's got a lot of family here. He would have loved scoring that one.
Drilled in. Oilers are offside. They're going to tag up. Emberson doesn't have a goal yet this year, one in his NHL career, and he just put that right off the post.
He's hit 2 posts.
Yep. Hit that one really hard. Arvidsson in his own end, now to Draisaitl. Cross ice pass, finds puck, Bolton driving to the goal, and off the shoulder of Soderblom. Mikheyev will put it cross ice, that's not getting out. Arvidsson keeps it in for the Oilers. Swings it back to Draisaitl. Behind the net to Arvidsson. In front of the goal, it's blocked though, and it goes to the right corner. Draisaitl caught an edge, went hard into the boards. Jones will get it out to Bedard. 9-game point streak for Bedard in over the Edmonton line. Bertuzzi around to Mikheyev. Left wing corner, it's broken up by Ekholm. Right into the skates of Mikheyev. Back to the inboards. Bertuzzi to the right wing point to Jones. Jones with a shot. Goes off a pod. Colson into the middle. Bedard won't get a shot. Forced over to the right wing by Ekholm. Brings it back to the top of the circle. Bedard wires it, and it's blocked by Draisaitl. He's going to get it out for Edmonton. Up the left wing to Pod. Colson just got it in. Martinez will get it out. Bouchard to McDavid. He'll come down the right wing, trying to cut to the net. Jones just took it off his stick. Dickinson up the left wing into the Oiler end. Stops on the left wing side at about top of the circle in the Oiler zone. Wanted to get it low. Knocked down by Kulak. Couldn't get it out. Dickinson keeps it in. Dickinson a wrist shot. Way wide. Rims on the right. Crevier will keep it in. To Foligno in behind the net. Now to Dickinson on the left wing. Into the slot. Scores. Teravainen. One-timer in the slot. It's 1-0 Chicago.
Just a brutal giveaway from Brett Kulak. I mean, complete control of the puck. And a guy who's killed the Oilers historically is Teuvo Teravainen. And the Oilers never got the puck back, and they threw it around. You can't give away goals. Oilers gave away 2 against Pittsburgh and given 1 up here early. Total unforced error. Teravainen
Shannon had a couple of goals in that loss in Detroit last night, and he's got one here tonight.
He's got the Oilers' number in his career. He's been terrific.
This is 10th of the season. It's 1-0 for Chicago. 4:45 the time of that goal. To Connor Brown, and he'll cut to the middle. Come out to center for Edmonton. Now to Janmark. Down the right wing to Brown. Goes to the right corner in the Chicago zone. 1-0 Blackhawks here in the first. Bouchard to the left point for Ekholm. Throws it cross corner. Mazar will lift it up and out. Bouchard at his own blue line. The right wing to Kapanen. He'll dump it in. Brody in the left wing corner of his zone for Chicago. Off the left wing boards, just past Bouchard and down the ice. Icing the call. 5 minutes, 56 seconds gone in the first. 1-0 Chicago leads.
Well, you know, it's an absolute pet peeve of mine to see more quick transition. I didn't understand. Like, he's under control. See how Edmonton responds here.
To the right point, it goes to Bouchard. A shot blocker saved by Soderblom. Puck cleared out by Maroon. Down the right wing, Donato into the Oiler end. The backhand, the save made by Pickard. Puck in the right wing corner of the Oiler end. Now over to the left for Donato. Puck behind the net for Hall. He'll go to the right side. Hall top of the circle of the blue line for Jones. Snaps it into the corner. Donato looks in front of the net. Back to the point. Jones in the middle. Comes over to the right side, gives it to Hall. Left wing to Martinez, gets it low. Donato behind the net, now to Maroon. He'll get it in front, and it goes right past Hall and out to center ice. Wing through the middle to Derek Ryan. Ryan softly plays it down the left wing. Nurse gets to it. Around to the right wing point, Kulak to the right corner, off the stick of Arvidsson. Martinez around the boards to Mikheyev, through the middle and out. The puck at center, and now it's Bedard into the Oiler, and Draisaitl caught up to him, lifted his stick, took it away.
Bailed out Kulak again. Kulak's playing a lot on the right side here.
Hot Coles in his center ice, left wing to Draisaitl, his shot. And that one goes just wide after it went off the Chicago defender, and it's Bedard to center to Mikheyev. On the right to Bertuzzi, back to Mikheyev, but it was behind him. Left wing Bedard to the point. Vlasic fans on his shot. Hot Colson trying to get it out. Kept in by Mikheyev. Skate across the top. Mikheyev, a snapshot off the arm of Pickard. And Nurse has it in the left wing corner. 1-0 Chicago, 7:45 gone here in the first. Puck centered, but there was Draisaitl to pick it up, and he'll skate it out through the middle. In over the Chicago line to Arvidsson. Goes to the right side, stops about the hash marks. Back to the point, blasted on goal by Bouchard, kicked out by Soderblom. The puck lifted up and out by Mikheyev. Bouchard with it in his own end for the Oilers. Cross to Ekholm, up the left wing, through the middle off the stick of McDavid. McDavid had 3 assists in Pittsburgh a few nights ago. Top of the circle, Foligno will get it out. Up to Teravainen, just broken up by Bouchard. Hyman in on the right wing. Right in behind the net, Soderblom out to play it. Fires it up along the glass, comes down. Teravainen will get it out. Cross ice pass to Foligno, swatted away by Ekholm. Martinez back into his own end. Won't get it out. Nugent Hopkins keeping it in for the Oilers. Left wing corner to McDavid. Goes in behind the net over to the right side. Pass across. Nugent Hopkins, a shot off the arm of Soderblom. Puck hits into the left wing corner of the Chicago zone. Comes free to Foligno. Get out to center ice. Just play the puck into the Oiler end. 9 minutes gone here in the first. 1-0. Chicago leads. Teravainen the goal scorer.
Lots of flow both ways, and the Oilers have not converted on a couple great opportunities, and Chicago has. That's the difference in the game.
Puck dumped in. Soderblom has to play it. It goes over to the right wing. Mazar up the center ice to Doc. Colton Doc will dump it in. Pickard got it to the side of Emberson. Henrique out to the neutral zone. Goes into Chicago end, up the right wing. It's Brody. Person got it over to the boards. Reichel along the right wing, and he's going to lose it. He'll go in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson up the right wing. Hit a post early in this game. To Brown. Down to Stetcher. Stetcher through the middle. Over the Chicago line. Right wing to Connor Brown. Threw it over to the left side. The top of the circle, Todd Colson up against the boards with TJ Brody. Patrick Maroon in there as well. It'll go to the point. It comes across to Nurse, and his one-timer, it's blocked by Hall. And Hall will come through the middle, now in over the Oiler blue line. Go down the right wing, a backhand on net, saved by Pickard. Puck in behind the Edmonton goal. And out with it is Draisaitl. Hall had his stick break. He'll go to the bench. Draisaitl to center ice. Wires it in. It goes over to the right wing. On the right wing corner, boards Vlasic. As Arvidsson right on him, puck goes in behind the net. Crevier rims on the right to Maroon, to Donato as he comes out through the middle, gets over center ice line, and that is offside at the Oiler blue line. With 9:20 to go here in the first, we're going to take a break. 1-0, Chicago leading the Oilers. From the United Center in Chicago, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Blackhawks lead the Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers is honoring the legacy of Oilers icon Joey Moss by supporting the charities that were important to him. The Edmonton Down Syndrome Society, Special Olympics Alberta, and the Winifred Stewart Association are committed to keeping Joey's memory alive by empowering and supporting individuals with Down syndrome. You can help support these organizations by getting your 50-50 tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Total jackpot, $639,000 right now as McDavid comes in to the Chicago zone on the left wing. He's at the hash marks, goes to the corner. Brings it up the left wing boards to the point to Bouchard. On the right to Nugent Hopkins. For Ekholm, right side along the boards. Gets it around to the left wing corner. McDavid with it. Wanted to get it to Nugent Hopkins. It is broken up and cleared out by Teravainen. Bouchard to McDavid, in over the line. Drops it. Nugent Hopkins, the shot. Soderblom, the save. He'll hold on. 8:46 to go in the first. 1-0. Chicago leads.
Brett Kulak has played a lot of minutes for Edmonton this series, over 20 minutes per game. One of their four defensemen playing 20 plus. So always how you respond. Bit of a tough giveaway that led to the goal. They did a good job cycling the puck as well around. And Brett's half the time he's playing right side with Darnell Nurse. The other half of the time he's playing left side with Emerson. Let's not forget Emerson, clean postage. Soderblom.
Hit it so hard that it came out to center ice.
Yep.
Face off to the right of Soderblom. Last game was last Sunday, 6-2 loss versus the Rangers. Had 28 saves. Puck comes out to the neutral zone, and it's Henrique, and he'll shoot it in. Nolan Allen will go back for it. Right wing to TJ Brody. Trying to go up the right wing boards. He can't. Puck to the side of the net. Brought in front. Just off the stick of Connor Brown with the opportunity. Janmark will shoot it. Tipped just wide. It's along the right wing boards in Chicago territory. Janmark down low to Brown. To the left wing. Point by Nurse. The shot blocked away by Soderblom. Brown. In the left wing corner, but Brody able to get it up the boards to Bertuzzi, now to Bedard. To Bertuzzi on the left wing to Allen, over center ice, he shoots it in. Nurse with it left wing, cross to his partner, Stetcher. Stetcher back to Nurse. Nurse up the left wing, off a stick, goes into the Oiler bench, and we get the whistle. With 7:50 to go in the first, we're going to take a break. 1-0, Chicago leading the Oilers from the United Center here in Chicago. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, hockey fans, hard rubber.
We're at the United Center, 1-0. Blackhawks lead the Oilers, 7:50 to go in the first period. Teuvo Teravainen, the goal scorer, is 10th of the year. That was 4:45 in. That's been it so far. Face-off will be in the Oiler end to the left. Calvin Pickard. Pickard in his 16th appearance of the season, 9-4-0. A bouncing puck in the Oilers zone up the left wing to Podkolzin. Now in over the Chicago line. He'll float to the middle to Emberson. The backhand save made by Soderblom. Puck went behind the net. The referee lost sight, blew the whistle. But Emberson with his second good chance of this game.
He's got some jump. Of course, he played his college hockey at Wisconsin.
Hit a post early in the game, and now a backhand shot towards the net. Just had wedged under the pad of Soderblom for a moment. Draisaitl will take this draw against Donato. Martinez behind his goal on the right wing. Connor Bedard to the middle of the ice to Jones. Into the Oiler end. Shoot it into the left side. That's offside against Chicago.
Taylor Hall on this line here with Donato. And he's having a tough year. 8 goals, 21 points in 41 games, so half a point per game at -16. He's a pending UFA. Maroon, UFA. Donato's having a good year. He's got 12 goals. A lot of experience on this fourth line in Chicago.
Yeah. Martinez at center ice, going to shoot it into the Oiler end. Kulak gets hit by Maroon. Puck to the corner. Todd Coles behind the net to Emerson. Up the right wing. Victor Arvidsson will get it to the middle of the ice to Kulak. Get over the line or to the line. It went off and stick. Puck comes out. Brought in by Arvidsson down the right wing to the middle. The shot by Kulak. Saved by Soderblom. The puck to the middle of the ice. And Maroon will get it out. Up the right wing to Taylor Hall. Into the Oilers zone. Lost it at the blue line. Kulak to Draisaitl. Makes his way to center ice. Now into the Chicago zone. Right wing to Barry. He'll shoot it. Walker saved by Soderblom. Ekholm down the left wing. Goes to the left wing corner. Stops along the boards. A check by Hall. Up to Maroon. Will get it out to Donato. Now to Hall. Hall into the Oiler end on the right. To Donato. Goes into the corner. Ekholm got it. Up to Ryan. He'll clear it. Vlasic with it at center ice. 1-0 Chicago. 6:25 to go in the first period. Vlasic. Dump it in off the left wing board. Into the corner. It's Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi up the right wing. Will come out. And his shot didn't get it through. He's got it again, though. Right side, top of the circle. Plays it low. Mikheyev to Bedard. Bedard to Mikheyev. Left corner. Mikheyev up to the point from Vlasic. Down the left wing boards to Connor Bedard. Into the corner to Vlasic. On the right wing side, Mikheyev trying to cycle the puck. Come to Mikheyev to the point. Brevier's shot. The blocker saved made by Pickard. And it's Ryan to center ice for Edmonton. Into the Chicago zone on the left side. The left wing corner. Put it in behind the goal. Martinez. Right wing corner to Crevier. Up to Mikheyev to center ice. And to Bertuzzi. He'll shoot it in. Go out for a change. Nurse stops him behind the Edmonton net. Now out through the middle. Long pass to Nugent Hopkins. Off the right wing boards and in. It'll be icing against the Oilers. 5:16 to go in the first. 1-0 Chicago leads.
Connor McDavid being recognized last night in Erie at a car service. Take him and Jeff Jackson and McDavid family. And
did you see I saw some pictures of the lineup of people to get into the rink last night. Was pretty good.
It was awesome. Sherry Basson was there as well. He was at the game in Pittsburgh. And Sherry was one of the GMs of the 82 and 85 World Junior teams. And Troy Murray, who does color for Chicago out of North Dakota, he was on that team. That's a bad drop there. He really dropped the puck. Wow.
Goes to the left wing point. Jones. Played it to the left wing corner. Dickinson to Foligno. Pumps it around to the right. Martinez, one touches it. Teravainen shoots it towards the net. It goes to Foligno. He scores. Foligno off the left side. Got the bank shot from behind the net. Goes short side. And it's 2-0 for the Blackhawks.
Well, this line's just grinding it out. Both goals.
And Nick Foligno's got his 11th of the year. Yeah, Teravainen's shot wasn't a hard one, and it went off a glove, off the end boards, right to Foligno. Well, he's got some work to do. Shot into the Chicago zone, but hit somebody at the Chicago bench.
2 not great goals given up by Edmonton so far in this game. Teravainen's just lighting the Oilers up for fun.
We're going to take a break. 4:54 to go in the first. 2-0. Blackhawks lead from the United Center in Chicago. Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits.
Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-0 Chicago leads. 4:54 to go in the first period. Teravainen and Foligno, the goal scorers for the Blackhawks. Brody, after the center ice face-off, will shoot it in. Emberson on the inboards to Henrique, left wing to Ekholm, brings it up the left side. Cross ice pass on the right to Emberson. Went to center it, could not get it through. Brought out, Nazar to center ice, lost it. Gets it back, loses it again. Janmark will bring it in, give it to Brown. Brown with a shot, that just goes wide of the net. Henrique to the point, to Ekholm. Now over to Stetcher, his shot towards the goal off the stick of Doc, and it goes over the glass out of play. 4:20 to go here in the first period. 2-0 Chicago lead.
Lots of chances off the rush for Edmonton. They're not finishing, and these teams came in. The Oilers were 23rd. Chicago 24th in shot percentage. You got an Edmonton team 2 years ago that led the NHL in shooting percentage, led the team in goals. A lot dictated off of cycles. Different team, not as much of an off the rush team, that's granted. Not as fast as team, nor as big a team as last year. But haven't converted on their odd man. They've had 3 odd man breaks in this game. Got to make those count.
Colson on the right wing, got it to the corner. Has the skates, and Donato got it free. Around to Bertuzzi, goes up in the air, Draisaitl keeps it in to Arvidsson. Arvidsson working to the middle, over to the left, has to go in behind the net. To the left wing side to Nurse. Nurse along the boards, off the stick of Podkolzin, puck top of the circle. Donato will get it out to center ice, lost it to Nurse. Now Podkolzin to Draisaitl. Into the Chicago zone, got checked. Seth Jones. Forced back in the corner, rims it, doesn't get it out. Podkolzin across to Draisaitl. He hammered it wide. Podkolzin keeps it in. Jones lifts it up and out.
But there's Podkolzin. Give it to him. Keep the play alive.
Draisaitl gets the puck in across to Arvidsson. Off his skate, it goes to the left wing corner. 2-0 Chicago, 3:19 to go here in the first period. Mikheyev on the left wing. Backhanded out to center ice. Kulak will drift it back in. Mikheyev in the left wing corner of his own end. The left wing boards to Martinez. Will get it out. Gloved down by Bouchard. Set up the right wing, but it's Foligno now into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right corner. Foligno behind the net. Rims on the left. Teravainen into the slot. Dickinson shot. That save made by Pickard. That one hit him up high. That one hurt a little bit.
He's hurt.
Yeah. 2:49 to go in the first. 2-0 Chicago leads. I think it caught him right up under the mask, little collarbone area. TD Force going to come out. It did hit him up high. Hey, he's fine. TD can head back to the Oiler bench.
Well, right now, McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman are getting killed by the veteran line of Foligno, Dickinson, and Teravainen. Teravainen has been lights out against Edmonton in his career. He's got a goal and assist in this game. He now has 10 goals, 27 points in 20 career games, plus 13 against Edmonton. He's all world against the Oilers. And the Oilers got some work to do down here at 2-0. Now, it would help if Edmonton would just funnel something to the net off an odd man rush.
Face off to the Oilers zone. Kulak to the end boards. To Kapanen up the left wing. Kapanen across to Kulak. Into the Chicago zone over to the right side. Little backhand towards the net. Saved by Soderblue. Big rebound. And it was Hall to the corner for Chicago. Runs into Perry. Puck goes to Kapanen on the left wing. Up to the blue line. Stops, gets away from Hall. Tries to go to the middle. It goes off his stick. And Vlasic will bring it out for the Blackhawks up the right wing. Off off the boards and in. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson rimming up the right wing. Kasperi Kapanen into the middle for Ryan, but that misses him. Ball comes into the Oilers zone. Comes in behind the Edmonton net. 2 minutes to go here in the first. 2-0. Chicago leads. On the end boards is Bouchard. Comes out from behind the net. It's out through center ice to Nugent-Hopkins. To Bouchard on the right wing. Behind the net to Nugent-Hopkins. Takes it to the right side, top of the circle, back to the point. Ekholm blasts it. That hit somebody in front of the goal.
I think that one hit Hyman.
And the puck cleared out. And it's Bouchard at his own blue line. Now to Hyman on the right wing to McDavid into the Chicago end, top of the circle. Left wing point to Ekholm. Comes down the left side of the corner. A centering pass off a skate. Dickinson, he can't get it out. Foligno will attempt, but it's Hyman keeping it into the left wing corner to Nugent-Hopkins. Back to the left wing point. Ekholm off the boards to Hyman. He's in behind the net to the left corner in the Chicago zone to the blue line. Ekholm across to Bouchard. Down the right wing to McDavid. Brings it to the point. Pass through the middle. Foligno will get it just out. We're into the last minute of the first. 2-0 Chicago leads. We'll shoot it back in. Allen's got it in behind his net. Allen through the middle, now to Mikheyev. Throws cross ice, but there was Draisaitl for the Oilers. Draisaitl got it to the middle. There's Mikheyev. He'll bring it in. Now down the left wing, will shoot it. That glances off the arm of Pickard. Mikheyev back to the right wing point. Blasted towards the goal, but wide by Crevier. Vlasic to the left wing corner. Pass gets picked off by Arvidsson. Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Ran into Crevier. He'll get it off the boards and out. 18 seconds to go here in the first period. Center ice was Arvidsson. Bertuzzi was right in front of him. Now to Stetcher. Over to Nurse. To Draisaitl, back to Nurse. Going behind the net. First period will end. Oilers are down by a couple after 20 minutes here in Chicago as Blackhawks take advantage. Couple of chances that found their way in, and the Oilers unable to get one by Soderblom in the first period. Score, Bob, what'd you see in that first quarter? 2-0, Chicago leads the Oilers, getting ready for the second period of play. That Oilers 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot sitting at $679,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Well, and it will be drawn tonight, so don't miss out. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Drop the puck underway in the second period. Arvidsson into the Chicago zone of Podkolzin. Centering pass goes through the slot right to Mikheyev of the Blackhawks. He'll get to center ice. On the right, he was looking for Bertuzzi. That doesn't connect. Draisaitl the other way with Arvidsson. In over the line, the pass to Arvidsson. He goes behind the net, tries to wrap it in front. Podkolzin scores! Vasily Podkolzin right in front of the net gets the Oilers on the board early in the second period, just 22 seconds in.
Well, good play by Arvidsson. He stuck with it. I thought he had a tough first period, and he couldn't quite get there in a Draisaitl pass, but he feathered a pass in front. But Colson knows where to go and changed his release point on the shot to elevate the puck. It's a one-goal game.
Colson with his 5th of the year. 50th career point for Podkolzin. Right off the start of the second period, the Oilers get to within one. Great way to start off the second. Ekholm will shoot it in. Vlasic goes into the corner. Got Arvidsson on him. Goes over to the left side. Crevier around, doesn't get out through the middle. Vlasic will clear the zone. Arvidsson and Draisaitl with the assist on the goal by Vasily Podkolzin. Puck bounced the end of the Chicago zone. Vlasic over to Foligno. He'll chop it up the left wing and out. Ekholm beside his own end.
Even an interesting pairing to start this period.
Going in behind the goal is Kulak, and he'll stop in behind that Edmonton net. Wait. Now come out through the middle. Up to Ekholm. Ekholm into the Chicago zone. Shoots it in. Rims on the right. Back behind the goal was Vlasic. Got checked on the play, and Nugent-Hopkins went to play it to the point, but the Oilers were changing the D, and it comes out. So Bouchard Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. In over the line. Gives it to McDavid. He just rolled it wide of the net. Along the right wing. It goes to the blue line. Bouchard to the right corner boards. To Hyman. Goes to the left wing. Banks it to the point. Kulak shot. Goes off a leg wide. McDavid has it in behind the goal. To the right point to Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. Tried to saucer it across the line. Broken up by Doc to Nazar. Nazar into the Oiler end down the left wing. And caught by Bouchard. The puck behind the goal. 2-1 Chicago leads here. Just 2 minutes gone in the second period. Colson scoring for Edmonton. 22 seconds in. Bouchard with it. Zone. Retreats behind the net. Gets away from Hall. Now through the middle, left wing off the stick of Janmark. Goes deep into the Blackhawk end to the left wing boards. Jones behind the net to Martinez. Up the middle to Hall. Now to Donato. Up the right wing to Maroon. We'll give it to Hall. Comes into the Oilers zone on the right side. Top of the circle. Patrick Maroon. Behind the net to Donato. They'll go over to the left wing. Get it back across. Find Hall out of the right corner. Hall goes behind the net. His pass to Donato at his stick. Lifted by Connor Brown. Off the left wing, Hall's shot. That's blocked. Goes off of Hall over to the left wing boards. To the point, and shot from the point by off the left side. Doesn't get through by Allen, and goes wide. And the puck to the end boards. As they battle, goes over to the left wing to Nurse. He'll skate out for Edmonton. Gets to the Chicago blue line, brings it in left wing. Fanned on his shot. Still along the left wing boards. Into the corner to Connor Brown. Gets it across and just broken up by Bertuzzi. And the puck cleared out.
Put some heat on that pass, Connor. You can't feather it. Connor Brown tried to hit Connor McDavid. It was right there. Quick change the lines here. McDavid back out.
Inside the Oilers zone, Bertuzzi breaking things up as he's in there on the forecheck. Goes in behind the net. It's Emberson, though, now for Edmonton up the right wing. Pass up to Kapanen, off his Connor McDavid. He'll get it in. Give it to Kapanen. His shot. That one off his leg and wide of the net. And the puck along the top of the circles. And Bedard comes out for Chicago. Into the Oilers zone. Got it to the right side to Bertuzzi's top of the circle. Back to the point. The shot. That's kicked out by Pickard as Crevier let it go. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Emberson. Around the boards, Crevier in from the point to Bedard. Left wing corner. Back to the blue line for Vlasic. They'll rim it low to Mikheyev. Has it on the right wing. Over to Bedard, left wing corner, to the point. Crevier has to come across the line. To Bedard, off the left side, over to Mikheyev. Hits the stick of Emberson. Bedard follows it up. With it on the right wing. Cross ice pass all the way over. And Kulak up to Kapanen. Will get it out. Now McDavid in over the line with Perry. McDavid on the left wing. Just got checked at the last second. Vlasic got his stick in there. Over to Crevier, left wing corner. 4:45 gone here in the second. 2-1 Chicago leads. Foligno will dump it in. Foligno on the inboards with Matthias Ekholm of the Oilers. Got into the skates of Teravainen. Goes over to the right wing to Arvidsson. Off his stick. Foligno with control now for Chicago. Back to the point. Martinez. A shot and a right pad save by Pickard.
Gotta work harder, the Oilers.
Arvidsson to Podkolzin to Ekholm. Get it into the Chicago end, but the Oilers are offside. 5:13 gone here in the second. The Oilers with a goal early in this second period. They're down by 1.
Well, Pittsburgh showed an ability. I mean, if you're going to play Edmonton, you want the puck below the end lines. And Arvidsson and Draisaitl pick up the assist, as we know, on Podkolzin's 5th of the year. Make it a 1-goal game.
Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line.
Edmonton's had lots of chances to put more pucks on goal, Cam, where they've had it around the net and haven't got a clean shot at the net. And these are off the rush, too. These are not like shoot through screens or anything like that. Chicago's put everything they can to the net.
It's inside the Oiler end. Janmark to the middle to Emberson. He'll come out with it. On the right side to Connor Brown. Back to the point. Hits the stick of Kulak. Comes out.
It's two places you should never make a back pass. At home and on the road, especially if you're a bottom 6 forward. And it's fueling the transition for the other team here.
Already off the left wing boards, and it goes into the Oiler bench. So we got the whistle, and it'll be a face-off in the Chicago zone.
When the Oilers are on top of their game, and you can say this about every team in the league, but they're playing hard, fast, direct hockey. They've not played that way in Pittsburgh and tonight.
Face-off from the Chicago end to the left to Soderblom. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman out there with that Coleman Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins, that's going to take the draw against Jason Dickinson. And it goes to the right wing point. Bouchard off the corner boards to the left side. Ekholm comes in from the left side, and he's able to keep it in. Vlasic will rim it to Foligno. We'll get it out to center ice off the stick of Dickinson. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Ekholm. Up the left wing, just misses McDavid. Shot in. I'll call that icing against Chicago. As we played 6:13 of the second period, 2-1 Blackhawks lead.
This line knows how to play for Chicago. The two Foligno brothers are two of the toughest third liners in the NHL. They are. And they both
play a heavy game.
And they both can play. Dickinson had an unbelievable year last year, 22 goals. Strong third-line center. And Teravainen, I haven't seen a guy dominate the Oilers like this. And he's a better player than the next player I'm going to mention. But Patrick Poulin, who used to, his son Samuel Poulin, for the Penguins. Patrick Poulin, when he dominated, like, I kid you not, a quarter of his career numbers were against Edmonton. It was unreal. And he didn't play him that much.
Classical rim, and it won't get out. Hyman along the right wing. The left wing corner. Granvier there for the Blackhawks.
First time we've seen McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman together.
It's out to center ice. Now Bouchard through center to Draisaitl. Off a stick, goes up into the air. Hyman made sure to stay on side. Granvier will get it out. Off of Teravainen. Teravainen's got a goal and an assist in this one. And points at 3 straight. The puck shot into the Chicago zone. Vlasic, long pass to Donato. Now to Teravainen into the Oiler end. Over to Foligno. Off the corner boards to Donato. The shot and the save made by Pickard. And he'll give the puck to Ekholm. Now up the left wing to Perry. Perry to Matthias Ekholm. Kevin Bouchard up in the air and out. Martinez, his pass. Just gets to the Edmonton blue line. Donato had no way in. Over to Jones. Cross to Martinez at center ice. Shoots the puck and it rims on the right. It's off of Corey Perry. Puck into the corner. Maroon centered it. Nobody there for Chicago. Bouchard through the middle to Ryan. Now in over the line to Perry, and it's offside against the Oilers. We're going to take a break. We have played 7 minutes, 37 seconds of this second period. 2-1. Chicago leads the Oilers. 2-1. Blackhawks lead the Oilers. 7:37 gone in the second period. Teravainen and Foligno have scored for Chicago. Podkolzin has the goal for Edmonton. Draisaitl, Arvidsson, Podkolzin out there right now with Nurse and Stetcher. As Bedard takes the draw for the Blackhawks.
Sure don't call a lot of penalties, anymore.
Hasn't been one in this game yet.
Not like the cross-checking thing that they called last year. They stopped calling that. But February of last year.
A shot into the Oilers zone, so it's Nurse up the left wing. It'll get near the blue line. Jones will keep it in. A shot glances off of Draisaitl. And Stetcher up the right wing finds Leon Draisaitl. Into the Chicago end, right wing to Arvidsson. Back to Draisaitl, just missed him. The puck in the left corner off the stick of Draisaitl. Martinez in behind his net for Chicago. Pass knocked down by Podkolzin. Into the corner to Arvidsson. Now to Draisaitl. Return pass to Arvidsson. He'll go behind the net. Arvidsson's got it there. Slides over to the left side. Cross ice pass. And just standing on the one-timer was Draisaitl. Puck on the right side. Draisaitl up to the top of the circle. Out to Arvidsson. Towards the net. Oh, let it go. That's blocked. Comes back to the right point. Leon Draisaitl's got it. Works to the middle. Comes over to the left. Left wing corner to Nurse in front. To Podkolzin the shot. Soderblom the save. Puck goes to the right wing. For Stetcher. All the way over to Draisaitl, left side. Draisaitl through the middle off the stick of Jones, and it goes out of play. 2-1, Chicago leads. 8:42 gone in the second. The Oilers put together a pretty good shift there.
Yeah, that line's been good. Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and McDavid are -2 in this game. I'm not going to put it all on the line. I mean, Kulak had a turnover on one, and I didn't frankly like Pickard's playing of the second goal against on a short side rebound. But the Oilers need more of what they just had in that last shift. They've still only got 11 shots on goal.
Puck back to the point. Ekholm blasts it wide. Comes off the end boards. And Teravainen off the glass and out. Right to Foligno. They had him behind the Edmonton net. To Dickinson, left wing corner. Kicked free by Bouchard to McDavid. Up the right wing to Hyman. Knocked off his stick by Vlasic. Goes deep into the Chicago zone. Foligno on the end boards. To the corner, but Hyman was able to get it. He's on the right side. Maybe knocked down by a high stick. Finally, Chicago touches it. Foligno can't get it out. Puck goes to McDavid. Has it right corner into the slot for Ekholm. Forced to the left side. A backhand save made by Soderblom. He'll cover that up. As Nugent Hopkins and Hyman were right there beyond the crease. And Soderblom able to cover it with 10:36 to go in the second. And Chicago up 2-1.
Well, Chicago elect to play the puck there, and that ended up being a situation where, boom, Edmonton got a scoring chance out of it. Just a little off for the Oilers here. Man, what a practice facility we saw yesterday.
Yeah, and not far from the United Center here either. Yeah, it was very nice. So Oilers had practice there yesterday. Face off to the right of Soderblom. Puck goes to the left wing point. Kulak, left wing boards. To Brown towards the net. Kicked out by Soderblom. Janmark. It up to the left wing top of the circle. Into the corner to Brown. In front of the net. Couldn't find Emberson. The puck gets played off the corner boards and out. Kulak to Adam Henrique. Right wing to Brown. And that gets picked off by Maroon. He'll give it to Donato. Into the Oiler end. Hit shot blocked by Emberson.
Brown's too soft on the puck in this game, and just turned it over again.
Hall will get it to the left wing point. Allen to Donato. Shoots and scores. Ryan Donato got it in the high slot. Goes low glove side on Pickard. It's 3-1 for Chicago.
So it starts up the ice with just not a very disciplined play by Connor Brown in the neutralized area. That turns the puck over. And then he turns the puck over back behind the goal again. You know, ice time is currency for coaches. And Donato can shoot the puck. Oilers have handed Chicago 2 of their 3 goals in this game.
Donato gets his 13th of the year at 10:03 of the second period. Oilers are down by a couple. As Chicago restores the 2-goal lead, it's 3-1. Stetcher at his own blue line. Through the middle off the stick of Bertuzzi. Bounces in the Chicago zone. Jones into the corner. Puck pulls it on him. Came loose to Martinez. Up to Bertuzzi. Won't get it out. Allen and Hall get the assists on the goal by Donato. Puck sent into the Oilers zone. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. To the side of the goal, covered by Pickard. And he's going to hold on. With 9:28 to go here in the second. 3-1. Chicago leading Edmonton. From the United Center in Chicago, we'll be right back. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers game day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats.
Here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-1 Chicago leads, 9:28 to go in the second period. Teams traded goals here in the second. Odd Colson scoring early in the period for Edmonton. Ryan Donato scoring for Chicago. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. And off the draw goes right to Podkolzin. Right wing at center to Arvidsson. In over the line. He'll shoot it. Saved by Soderblom as it goes off his glove to the end boards. Podkolzin tied up on Mikheyev. Puck jammed loose. And Connor Bedard skating away for Chicago. Dishes on the right to Jones. A little far for him. But Jones will keep it in. It's top of the circle. And Nurse to Podkolzin will get it high in the air and out. Podkolzin to Nurse at the Edmonton blue line. Now Leon Draisaitl will give it back to Nurse. For Stetcher. Bryce Stetcher to Nurse. Still inside his zone. Oilers will change some forwards. Nurse to Stetcher. Up the right wing through the middle to McDavid. Down the right wing for Hyman, but just broken up. And the puck cleared out by Bertuzzi. Bouchard inside his own end to Matthias Ekholm. Up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. They get the puck to the left wing corner. Goes in behind the goal. McDavid to the slot. The shot saved by Soderblom to the right pad off of Bouchard. And Dickinson will get to center ice and shoot it into the Oiler end. Ekholm in behind the net. Over to Bouchard. Now Bouchard up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Comes across his own blue line to Bouchard. He'll sweep it into the zone. Soderblom out of his net. Rim the puck. Dickinson banks it all the way down the ice. The icing against Chicago with 7:53 to go in the second period. 3-1. Blackhawks lead.
It has not been the performance that the Oilers are looking for here, to say the least.
That is fair.
Too many giveaways.
Yeah.
And they haven't got a stop from Calvin Pickard. I mean, the shot, they've scored 3 on 13.
Bouchard has it left wing off the draw. Will try to shoot it through. It didn't get through. Crevier up the right wing boards, able to get it out. It's going to go up on end, roll down into the Oiler end. It will not be icing. Home to McDavid, now to Nugent Hopkins through the middle on the right wing to Bouchard into the Chicago zone. Now to McDavid to the net. The shot that's just off the post in front. Here's Hyman and shot. Somehow Soderblom kept that out. Puck in the left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins to the right side to McDavid. Back to the right wing point. Emberson to Nugent Hopkins. Left side to Hyman and shot. It went off the toe of his stick. Soderblom kept it out. Puck in the right corner. Brought out by McDavid. Saved by Soderblom with the left pad. And it goes to the right corner. To the blue line for Emberson. His shot. That goes wide of the goal. Kulak from the left wing in front. Off the stick of Hyman. It gets to the slot area and cleared by Teravainen.
And Nugent Hopkins got tweaked up there with Foligno. It was a bad collision. Both guys leaving the ice in pain.
Through the middle, puck sent in off the stick of Kapanen. 3-1 Chicago here in the second. Kapanen's pass to the line off the stick of Doc. Goes up in the air and down the ice. Pickard's got to play it. Down it to the blue line. Then Doc taken out by Emberson. Kulak left corner. Up the left wing boards to Perry. Over to Emberson. Up the right wing to Ryan. Comes into the Chicago zone. Stops on the right wing boards. To the top of the circle. And it is cleared out to center ice. Reichel checked at center. Brody back into his own end. The left wing to Reichel to Brody. Coming up to 6 minutes left here in the second period. 3-1 Chicago leads. And the Blackhawks get called for icing. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman line had a good shift.
Yeah, 5 great chances. Connor, I mean, in fairness, Edmonton's hit a couple posts here. But Colson's got an issue with his skate.
Getting that looked at.
Perry's going to come out.
Okay. Face off to the right of Soderblom. Brody. Fired across on the left to Doc. Bounces it out. Stetcher into his own end. Whirls around a few times. Gives it to Nurse. Now through the middle to Stetcher. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. In over the line to Perry. Coming down the right wing to the middle to Nurse. And his shot just high and wide of the net. Perry, left wing. Arvidsson to the blue line to Nurse. Right side, Draisaitl. They go across to Arvidsson in front of the goal. Just goes wide. He's looking for a redirection. Draisaitl cross ice pass to Arvidsson. To the blue line to Nurse. Right wing off the stick of Draisaitl. Can jam it into the corner for Perry. Left wing side Arvidsson to the blue line. Nurse over to Stetcher. Right wing to Draisaitl. Oilers down by 2 here in the second period. Draisaitl to the point for Stetcher. Now across the line, Arvidsson then lost it, and the puck shoveled out by Maroon, and right on net, Pickard to Nurse to Stetcher to Nurse up the left wing. Now to Arvidsson. Comes into the Chicago zone, pulls it, shoots it, and the save made by Soderblom. Mikheyev will get to center ice for Chicago. Lost it to Emberson. The puck comes out, and it's Kulak. Up to Janmark. Now into the Chicago end on the right wing. Here's Janmark. Stops to the left point. Kulak will blast it, and a glove save made by Soderblom. He's going to hold on. 4:27 to go here in the second. 3-1. Blackhawks leading the Oilers. We'll be right back from the United Center in Chicago. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. 4:27 to go here in the second period.
Well, I would say that we are seeing that Mr. Brown is being sat after back-to-back giveaways that led to the 3-1 goal. Put Colson's out here with Janmark and Henrique.
Face off in the Chicago zone to the right of Soderblom. Brody behind his net. Around the boards. Off of Bertuzzi and out. Kulak. Center ice through the middle to Adam Henrique. Comes in on the left. Gives it to Pod Colson. Now to Emerson. His shot. Scores! Emerson let it go. Got tipped in front of the net. And the Oilers are to within one. That Chicago lead now 3-2. And I think it was Henrique that touched it.
I mean, he scores every goal from about 3 feet in front of it. He's got an unbelievable sense of timing. And just a perfectly placed shot by Emerson. But Colson will pick up the second assist, 3-2 game. There's a coach's intuition paying off there for you. Gotta like the Colson.
Yes. His ability to keep plays alive in the offensive zone is unbelievable.
Henrique 6 from Emerson and Colson.
And now a 3-2 Chicago lead as the puck is dumped into the Oilers zone. And on the right wing, it's Teravainen. Back to the point. Hammered to the net. Saved by Pickard. The rebound by Dickinson. And that goes off his stick. Goes out of play after Crevier let it go from the point.
Communication error there. And Pickard, who's a pretty good handler, put the puck in a tough spot. And they got the turnover.
15:49. Time of the goal by Adam Henrique. Face-off in the Oilers zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. Dickinson out of the face-off circle. Foligno gets in there. Up against McDavid. Puck to the left corner. Cole unable to get it out, but through the middle. Bouchard follows it up. Gets the puck to the line and out. Right back in. Teravainen to the middle of the ice to Dickinson. To Teravainen out of Foligno. They go to the left wing corner. Taken to the boards by McDavid. Foligno was able to rim it, though. Crevier on the right wing. Got it in behind the net to Dickinson.
This line has destroyed Edmonton off cycles this game.
Bouchard got it loose through the middle to McDavid at center. Now down the right wing to Hyman. Comes into the Chicago zone. Stops up. They give it to Bouchard. His shot off. His stick goes wide. Ekholm keeps it in. Down the left wing into the corner to Nugent Hopkins. Around the board, Stetcher. Hustled to get to that right point to keep it in. Vlasic up the middle to Hall into the Oilers zone. His pass broken up by Nurse, and he'll get it out.
Oilers in a change here. Long change.
Maroon lost it at the Edmonton blue line. So it's Perry into the Chicago zone. Drops the puck. Draisaitl in front to Perry. Save made by Soderblom. And the puck to the left wing corner. Kapanen behind the net for Perry. Perry over to the right wing. Kasperi Kapanen on the left wing corner. Pinned by Martinez. Got it free to Perry. He'll walk out. Scores! Corey Perry with a shot to the glove side of Soderblom. And this game's tied at 3.
Well, this team's battled back. And Corey Perry, you know what? Like, you're sitting at a guy, a 39-year-old player. How much does that mean to him? That's his 7th goal of the season. He's a plus player. He's had 3 fights for the Oilers this year. It's kind of tough to argue with what he's brought. Kapanen will get an assist. I don't know if Leon will as well. game.
17:30. Time of the goal by Corey Perry.
And right now, Chris Knobloch, because he's not given Connor Brown any ice time since the turnover in the 3-1 Chicago goal, has got the full-blown blender out here.
Rimmed in on the right wing. Janmark to Podkolzin. Back to the point. Emberson to Henrique in the middle. He directs it high and wide of the net. It's on the end boards. Crevier for Chicago. Taken to the corner by Janmark. It's in behind the goal. We're tied at 3 here in the second period. Your Oilers battle back from a 3-1 deficit. Podkolzin along the right wing. Top of the circle, but it's Bedard able to get it out for Chicago. Peeled off his stick at the blue line by Emberson. It will go to Janmark. Comes in, now to the middle to Henrique. Forced over to the left wing. Up to the blue line. Cross ice pass to Kulak. Right wing point. To the left wing corner to Nugent Hopkins. Top of the circle left side. Bumped by Bertuzzi. He's able to get it out. Mikheyev off the right wing and in. And he'll go after it. So it goes in behind the Oiler goal, and it's Bouchard out through the middle of the ice. To McDavid. Cuts through the middle. Into the Chicago zone. Might go to the net and put it on goal. Is saved by Soderblom. It's in the right wing corner. Comes free to Teravainen. We're tied at 3 here in the second period. To Jones. He'll shoot it in. Goes to the left wing corner. Dickinson. Got to go to the left wing point where Vlasic will keep it in. It's in behind the Edmonton goal, and Ekholm to the point, kept in. There's Jones, and he drifts a shot wide. We're into the last minute here in the second period. Tied at 3. Puck on the right wing. Teravainen to the middle. Mazar had to go off his stick. Nugent Hopkins can get it out. Way up in the air. Vlasic inside his blue line. To Mazar up the left wing. Lost it to Nurse. Nurse will turn it up. Dump it in on the backhand. We'll try to make a quick change. Jones to Nazar off the right wing boards and in. And goes in behind the net. Doc goes over to the left. 23 seconds to go in the period. To the point. Crevier on the right. Off the boards to Doc, but it goes by him. And Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the Chicago zone. Stops up. Left wing to Perry. Into the slot. It goes to Stetcher. And shot kicked out by Soderblom. Puck in the left wing corner. Draisaitl behind the goal to Perry. He's going to walk out. He'll shoot it. The period comes to an end. And Arvidsson got a late shot in there. And then he takes one from Crevier right in the back. Goes down to the ice. And that draws Nurse to Crevier and Perry. Center Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Blackhawks. The Oilers have been tied after 2 periods 3 times this year. They're 1-2-0. Hawks 4 times. They're 0-4-0. We're going to play 4-on-4 to start off the third period. Coincidental minors at the 20-minute mark of the second. Crevier's in the box for Chicago. Arvidsson in there for Edmonton.
Anders Sorensen's not screwing around here. He's got his defensive forwards on the ice to go against McDavid and Draisaitl 4v4.
Bouchard and Ekholm as well. Bouchard's got it inside his own end. Up to Draisaitl. Up the left wing to Matthias Ekholm. Into the Chicago zone to McDavid. Now looking for Draisaitl. Went off the heel of his stick. Dickinson will take it behind the net. Left wing corner to Vlasic. He'll go in behind the goal. Now out through the middle. Up the right wing. A little bank pass to Dickinson. Into the Oiler end. To the left wing corner. Dickinson in behind the goal. To the right wing and lost the puck. Ekholm to Bouchard. Through the middle to McDavid. He'll get it in over the line through the middle. Now to Bouchard. The shot. Soderblom with a good save off of Bouchard.
He's got to finish that off. It's a great look in tight, but got to make the play there.
Vlasic to Bedard, but it goes off his stick. Puck shot in by Kulak. It was offside. Teravainen.
Don't sleep on this guy.
Oh, you got that right. He'll bring it in. He's got a goal and an assist in this one. Teravainen on the left wing point. To Bedard in the corner.
That's how you do it. Nice job there by Nurse.
And a loose puck to Nugent Hopkins. He's with Hyman to center. Now to Hyman down the right wing. Pulls it off the right wing boards. Skips it across the middle. It goes to Nurse. Goes cross ice and then off the stick of Allen. It goes out of play. We played a minute 22 of the third. We're tied at 3.
Good opportunity for Evan Bouchard. And Connor McDavid opened up some ice as Leon Draisaitl. He tried to take away that one-timer in the kill zone for Draisaitl. Instead, he popped it a little interior pass to Bouch, who activated. If he shoots it right away, it's probably a goal. A little bit of a double clutch there.
Allen along the boards at his own end. Foligno going behind the Chicago net. Through the middle to Nazar. Nazar in over the line. They go off the stick of Nurse. Puck to the end boards. Nurse, the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Hyman to center ice. Hyman will push it towards the end boards, and Allen goes in behind his goal to the left wing corner. Got Hyman right on him, goes across to Foligno, and he'll come up the right wing for Chicago. Cuts to the middle at center. Foligno into the Oiler end. Long wrist shot saved by Pickard. The rebound off the stick of Foligno goes wide of the net. Emberson out from behind the goal. Tied at 3. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the third period. Emberson will dump it in. Around on the glass, Podkolzin to the side of the net off the stick of Henry. Could not get it through to Janmark, and Brody out to center ice to Bertuzzi.
Stetcher's had a very impressive game. He's +2 in this game. He's done a lot of good things.
Here's Janmark into the Chicago end, goes to the right wing corner behind the goal. Wedged on the boards, but it comes loose to Podkolzin. Puck goes in behind the net. On the left side, Vlasic will get it out. Stetcher to Draisaitl into the Chicago zone. To Podkolzin, goes to the left wing corner. Now on the boards to Draisaitl, to the point. Nurse to Kulak. Has it right wing. Just to rim the puck to Draisaitl to the left wing point. Arvidsson does keep it in. Put it cross corner. Vlasic off the boards and out with it for Chicago. Down by Kulak.
Yeah, but Colson wins a lot of puck battles.
Sure does. Nurse has it at center ice. Cross to Kulak. Just inside his line now. Kulak through the middle to Nurse. Right wing to Draisaitl into the Chicago zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Pass to the middle and off of Teravainen. Lost his stick. Brody will get it out. Give it to Foligno. At center ice, softly dumps the puck in. Win behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak took a hit from Foligno, but gave it to Perry. He'll get it out. Long pass to Hyman. Get over the Chicago line to the middle. The shot in the left pad save made by Soderblom. Puck in behind the Chicago goal. Jones had it hit the stick. Teravainen was just sitting there. Referee picks it up. Jones up the right wing. Won't get it out. Nugent Hopkins sweeps it around to the right wing boards. Cleared by Martinez all the way down. It'll be icing against Chicago as we play 4 minutes, 12 seconds of the third. This game tied at 3. Shots now 26-16 in favor of the Oilers. They were down 3-1 at one point. Henrique and Perry scoring for the Oilers to tie it up in the second. Face off to the right of Soderblom.
Load him up.
Yep. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman out there for the Oilers, and the puck kept in at the point, gets to the slot. Draisaitl, his pass through the slot. It got broken up, and Hall comes out for Chicago. Into the Oiler end on the right. Goes off his stick and behind the goal. Ekholm to the right wing. For Draisaitl, now to Bouchard. Back up the right wing boards to Draisaitl. Plays it off his skate. Brings it in over the line. Pass went off of Vlasic. Hall into the Oiler end. Lost it to Ekholm. Bouchard up the right wing, but it hit Vlasic, and Hall will shoot it off the linesman.
Oh, that hit Derek Hansen. He's hurt for certain.
And Ekholm in behind the Edmonton net. About 5 minutes gone here in the third. Tied at 3. The Oilers and the Blackhawks. Ekholm with it at the Edmonton blue line. Left wing off the stick of Bouchard. It goes in deep. Derek Ryan chases after it, gets to it on the end board, so it's Brody.
First shift for Allen. This is the first shift for Connor Brown since he turned the puck over on the 3-1 goal.
Blackhawks go offside at the Edmonton blue line.
So he basically did not play here for about 15 minutes of time in this game. Oilers have picked up the physicality, too. They only had 2 hits in the first period. They got 15 now. Chicago with 18, so that end of it's been even. And Edmonton's had the puck a lot more as this game's gone on.
Off the draw. Nolan Allen with it at center ice for Chicago. Drifted in, it'll go in behind the net. Pickard got it to the corner to Nurse. Up the left wing to Kapanen. Kapanen's going to take it back in front of the Oiler net. Left side to Nurse. Nurse to center ice. Now to Brown. Into the Chicago zone. Pokes to the left corner to Ryan. Got to go off of Allen. Puck on the right side. Now it's Ryan to cycle it to Connor Brown. Brown over to Kapanen on the left wing. To the top of the circle. Up to the point. Shovels it into the corner. Brown along the left wing. Dumped down by Allen. Penalty coming up to Chicago when they touch it. Off the left wing boards. It'll be Brown to Stetcher. Right side to Nurse. Nurse gets a better angle. Then gives the puck to Stetcher. Stetcher waiting. Goes in behind the net. And it'll be touched by Bedard in the first power play of the game. About to come up after we take the break. 6 minutes, 18 seconds gone here in the third. Oilers and Blackhawks tied at 3. Oilers on the power play when we come back from the United Center in Chicago. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
This year, they're at 5th at 83.6. This after the Blackhawks were 27th in the league last year at 75.8.
6:18 gone in the third. Face off to the right of Soderblom. Puck goes to the right wing. Cleared out by Seth Jones. Bouchard stops at the side of the Edmonton goal. Now up the right wing to Draisaitl. Into the Chicago end on the right. Cuts across the blue line. Mikheyev right on him. To Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. To Evan Bouchard. Has it at the point. Brings it to the middle. Nugent Hopkins down the left wing. Over to Bouchard. Right side to McDavid. Give it to Bouchard. Right wing to Draisaitl. Is it about the dot? Side of the net to Nugent Hopkins. To Draisaitl on the right. Back to the point. Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid. McDavid in front of the net. And he was looking for Draisaitl. Hit a stick. Goes to the right point. Bouchard has it there. Brings to the middle. Right wing to Draisaitl. Tied at 3 here in the third. Draisaitl will shoot. St. Soderblom. Rebound. Scores! Zach Hyman shovels it home. And the Oilers are up 4-3.
All right, so the Chicago Blackhawks right here, right now, are looking down to see whether or not there's interference there. Anders Sorensen, the interim head coach. And was there enough? They called it a goal on the ice. Will Chicago challenge here? I don't know if I would challenge that one if I was.
That's a goal.
Sorensen. They're giving him lots of time to make a decision.
7:18, time of the power play goal.
It's a goal.
It is. Hyman's 14th of the year. And the Oilers are up 4-3. Draisaitl and Bouchard pick up the assists. And the Oilers with their first lead of the evening. Vlasic up the left wing. Oilers 1 for 1 on the power play.
Leon Draisaitl just had a lot of success against Chicago, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's had 30. Well, he had 37 coming into this. So he's got 2 points now. So 39 points in this his 26th game against them.
Jeremy Allen out of there.
Cleared out. Set down the ice by Podkolzin, who were not hard enough for icing.
Well, deflected off the Hawks stick too, Cam. Got helped on the way there.
Revier will get it high in the air. Just off of Bedard. No, didn't touch Bedard. That's icing against Chicago.
Yeah, Leon was, I think he, in his, last 16 or last 18 games, he had a point against the Hawks. And he's got 2 more here tonight, plus 2 in this game.
And Oilers up 4-3 here in the third period. Face off to the left of Soderblom. Ryan to take the draw against Donato.
Draisaitl now has a 17-game point streak against the Blackhawks, individual streak. Not bad.
Not bad. Crevier will rim. Emberson keeping it in. Left wing to Kapanen is passed to the middle and it's taken away, though, by Bedard. Back into his own end. Give it to Crevier up the right wing, just off his stick of Teravainen. Goes into the Oilers zone and behind the net. Rimmed by Emberson. Now to Ryan. Across at center. Kulak into the Chicago zone on the left wing. Lost it. Puck cleared out.
Oilers didn't have rotation, backside support there as Kulak had stepped up. Look out.
On the right wing, it goes to Connor Brown. Off the right wing boards and in. All behind his net, gave it away. Draisaitl tried to wrap it around, went off the end of his stick. And Maroon will skate up the right wing and now into the Oilers zone. Leaves the puck to Hall. A shot, glove save made by Pickard. And he'll hold on to it. 8:58 gone in the third. 4-3 Oilers lead.
And Leon almost made it a two-goal.
Jammed it in. Yep.
The NHL's leading goal scorer. He's got 31 goals. He's got 24 even strength goals and 9 game winning goals, and they all lead the NHL. And there's was that puck loose there for a second? Maroon crashing the crease, big man. Part of 3 seasons with the Oilers.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Goes to Stetcher behind the Edmonton net. Over to Arvidsson on the right wing. A little bank pass up the right wing towards the Draisaitl. Skates over the Chicago blue line. Comes down the right wing. The backhand from the angle. It misses. It'll get to the point where Stetcher keeps it in. Down low to Perry. Perry in behind the goal. Out this side of the net. Perry comes up with it. To the right wing point to Nurse. Into the high slot. Draisaitl shot. And that's blocked. Stetcher left wing. Put it off the corner boards. It'll go to Arvidsson. Down low to Perry. To the left wing point. Stetcher to Draisaitl in the middle on the blue line. Somehow he keeps it in. Left corner to Perry. Left wing point for Nurse. On the boards to Perry. Right back to Nurse. Nurse will shoot it. And it's saved by Soderblue. Gets to the right corner. Jones will get it out. Chicago makes a quick change. As we're halfway through the third, 4-3 Oilers lead. Power play goal, the go-ahead goal by Zach Hyman here in this third period at 7:18. Skipped out to center ice. Lino right back in with it. Goes to Nurse up the right wing. That misses. And it'll be icing against Edmonton.
The Oilers have outshot Chicago here 21-9 in the last 30 minutes of this game to rally from a 3-1 deficit to a 4-3 lead.
2-0 after the first, down 3-1 at 1 point in the second, halfway through the second. Face out to the right of Pickard, puck to the point. Vlasic over to Crevier, couldn't get a shot through to the net. And up the left wing, it's McDavid to center ice. His pass to the middle goes to Nugent Hopkins. He'll just get it in. Crevier turns back off the right wing boards, off of Nugent Hopkins. It did come out. McDavid in through the middle to the right point for Bouchard. Got it low to the left wing corner. It's Nugent Hopkins along the boards behind the net to McDavid. He'll go to the right wing in front of the goal, and he was trying to find Hyman and went off of Crevier. Puck on the right wing. Teravainen will get it out. McDavid into the Chicago zone on the right side to the right wing corner. Now in behind the net to the left. And Teravainen will get the puck to the end boards. Crevier behind his goal. Rims on the left to Dickinson. Bouchard in from the point. Puck goes to McDavid. Right corner to Hyman. Hyman to the left. Now to McDavid. He's in behind the net. McDavid waiting. Looking. To the right point to Bouchard. Into the slot off the stick of Foligno. And Crevier will get it just out to center ice. Where it goes to Podkolzin. To Bouchard. Podkolzin took a hit but got it to Bouchard. He's into the Chicago zone on the left wing. Goes in behind the net to the right wing corner for Matthias Janmark. Janmark to the middle, but Bertuzzi there for sure. We'll get it out. Off the left wing boards, Mikheyev. Along the left wing, and it hacked away from him. Henrique, the right wing for Janmark. Comes into the Chicago zone. 8 minutes to go in the third. 4-3, Edmonton leads. Allen to Brody. Brody off the right wing, off of Mikheyev. He'll help it the rest of the way down. Rimmed by Emberson for Janmark. Janmark through center. Had his stick lifted by Bedard. Bedard in his own zone. To Brody across to Allen. Missed him with the pass. Oilers make a change. Emberson will bring it in on the right. He'll shoot it. Blocker safe by Soderblom. The rebound, and Soderblom was able to stop that. What a chance here for Connor Brown on the rebound. We're going to take a break. The United Center. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. In Chicago, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-3 Oilers lead. Zach Hyman with a power play goal in the third period to put the Oilers ahead. Face off in the Chicago zone to the left of Soderblom. Oilers were down 3-1 at one point in this game, down 2-0 after the first period.
And Draisaitl's probably been the best player on the ice tonight. You know who else has been really good for Edmonton? Vasily Podkolzin.
Yeah, I think Podkolzin's been really good. Puck to the right wing point, Stetcher. Across to Nurse on the left. A snapshot sails high and wide. Draisaitl on the right wing, top of the circle. Wanted to get it back to the point. Picked off by Hall. Got it out to Jones on the right wing. And Chicago goes offside. Jones takes a hit as he was coming into the zone from Nurse. Now has to have Patrick Maroon right in front of him.
Patrick was visiting with the Oilers trainers. Very popular guy. I mean, he's played a long time now in this National Hockey League. Really sort of, you know, he was sort of up and down in the lineup in Anaheim and established himself in Edmonton as a 27-goal scorer.
15th year in the NHL for Maroon.
He's had 818 career games, 36 years of age. As we mentioned, a UFA. If you didn't have Corey Perry, maybe you'd look at him and say, well, you know, if they're out of it, well, you know, go get Pat Maroon. But that's really what Edmonton, they need a little bit more speed if they're going to add anything.
Perry's got a goal tonight. He's got 7 on the years. Tries to skip down into the Chicago end. Vlasic on the end boards with Hyman on him up the right wing. To Nazard. Now across to Vlasic. Vlasic into the Oilers zone. Off of Bouchard. That will go out of play.
Shots are 8-2 Edmonton here in the third period. 23-9 over the last couple periods. So, man, this Oilers got a lot of zones.
Yeah.
Quick out-of-town NFL update for you, Pizza 73 style, for those of you that care.
Well, people care, I'm sure.
The Ravens up 21-0 at the half over the Steelers. They're in Baltimore.
Face off to the right of Pickard. Bouchard off the glass and out. Gets to center. Hyman to McDavid. They'll come down the right wing. Gets dumped down by Nazar. And the puck.
Well, Connor will remember that.
He will. Comes out to center. It goes to Bedard. Into the Oiler end. To Nazar. I'll shoot it. That's off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Ekholm will clear the zone. Martinez through the middle. Off of Doc. Goes into the Oiler end. Emberson. Cross to Bouchard on the right. Back to Ty Emberson. Will take him behind the goal.
Paul Coffey is not at all concerned about lefty, righty, is he? Nope.
Janmark at center ice. Give it to Henrique. Back to Janmark to Henrique. Left corner in the Chicago end through the middle. It went off of Foligno right to the glove of Soderblom. He was able to scoop it up with the glove and hold on. With 6:03 to go in the third. 4-3 Oilers lead.
Oil Kings last night a 5-4 victory over Prince Albert. Grayson Sochin's having a big time season.
Yep, got a couple more last night. They got Medicine Hat tonight.
We've got a player, Gavin McKenna, who would go number 1 this year, is a consensus number 1 pick for now next year, though there's a couple defensemen that might be chasing him when it's all said and done. Way deeper class next year.
It's 2-0 Medicine Hat in the first period.
That didn't take long. Bakersfield at home tonight against San Jose.
Anderson at center ice on the right wing. He's going to shoot it in. rim in that Chicago zone along the left wing boards. It goes to Perry. Now we've got Arvidsson right corner to Perry. Hit behind the net. Left wing just skipped over the stick of Draisaitl from the point. Blasted on goal by Kulak. Glove by Soderblom. He'll hold on to it. We're going to take a break. We got 5:41 to go in the third. 4-3. The Oilers are leading the Chicago Blackhawks. From the United Center in Chicago, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, the Rogers Place experience.
The Oilers lead. We got 5:41 to go in the third period. Face off in the Chicago zone to the right of Soderblom. McDavid to the right point to Bouchard. A shot saved. The rebound just popped over the stick of Hyman. The puck cleared out with Teravainen to Martinez. He'll shoot it into the Oilers zone. Back home along the left wing. Hit by Martinez, but keeps control of the puck. Gives it to Bouchard. Right corner, but Foligno's all over him. Has to boot it across to Ekholm. And on the left side, up in the air. Played out of the air by Hyman. It's a bouncing puck inside the Chicago blue line. And Foligno with Crevier up the right wing to Foligno. And he'll spin around and shoot it in. Pickard can set it in behind the net. Bouchard's got it there.
So we got Draisaitl out with Brown and Kapanen here.
We've seen almost every configuration of a line over the course of this game as Kapanen directs it in. Brown to the end boards. It's in behind the net. Jones to Vlasic up the left wing to Mikheyev. Now to Bedard. Hunter Bedard on the right side will shoot it in. Pickard's going to play it, rims it. Puck goes to Jones, right corner to Bedard. Into the corner to Jones, centering for Mikheyev, and they can't get a shot through. A chance for Bertuzzi, and the puck on the right wing. It's Draisaitl. He'll get it out to center ice. They'll go to Kapanen. Just got it into the Chicago zone.
Kelvin Pickard's normally a pretty good puck handler for a goaltender. He's put 3 or 4 in a tough spot this game for the Oilers.
Vlasic over to Jones. 4 minutes left here in the third. Oilers up by 1. Donato on the left wing, give it to Hall. He'll come in, he'll shoot it. Goes off Emberson. Hall gets it back. Goes in behind the goal. To the right. To the top of the circle. His pass on the left to Martinez. Into the slot to Hall. And his shot goes off of Janmark's stick, which goes up in the air. And now it's in the slot area. Janmark gets another twig, and the puck in behind the net. And it's Kulak up the left wing. To the line. And Podkolzin made sure that it was out.
Who else? He's been fantastic.
Great game.
Wins all the little puck battles with Colson.
Martinez inside his own end, past the Hall, went off his stick. Following it up, Crevier. Right into the Oiler end, goes to the right corner. Hall along the boards. Squeezed up against the boards. Nugent Hopkins in there with Maroon on him. Have it in the corner.
Do they pull him here? 3 minutes left?
I don't know. Maroon and Nugent Hopkins went to the ice. Still there in the corner. 3 minutes to go in the third. Oilers are up by 1. The puck comes across, and Vlasic into the point, goes to the left wing corner. Now in behind the Edmonton net to the right. Hyman takes him to the end boards. McDavid gets a loose puck. Got it to Emberson, but won't get it past. Nazar back to the point to Brody. Put it off the corner boards. Could get it in front of the goal, though. Nazar on the end boards. Checked by Emberson. Goes to McDavid. Wheel in behind the Edmonton net. Right up the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Over center ice, and he'll dump it in. Goes to the right corner. Vlasic behind the net to Brody. Brody on the right wing. To the middle for Vlasic. Soderblom looking to the bench. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. 2:14, and there goes Soderblom to the bench for the extra attacker. Oilers up 4-3 here in the third period. Puck through the middle, goes off at Teravainen, and now shot down the ice. It's skipped wide by Arvidsson. Icing against Edmonton with 2:01 to go here in the third period.
Well, Arvidsson got it out. Now Leon's got to win a draw. And he's out there with Brown and Arvidsson. Is that right?
Yep. No, that's right.
So 2 right shots and a left shot. It's on the right side.
Chicago net empty. Face off to the right of Pickard. Draisaitl wins the draw. To Bouchard. High in the air, and it goes into the Chicago zone. Oilers thought they were offside. Linesman had said otherwise. But Teravainen's going to bring it out. Up the left wing to Foligno. Off his stick and in. Ekholm behind the net. Rims it hard on the left wing. It comes out as it hit Jones. Jones forced back by Connor Brown. In behind his own net. Minute 35 to go here in the third. Oilers up 4-3. Jones through the middle. Now to Teravainen. He'll get to center ice. He'll dump it in. Rides up on the glass. Goes over to the right wing. Ekholm to Bouchard. Now to Draisaitl. Draisaitl out through the middle for Janmark. Oh, it just had his pocket picked by Jones. For Bertuzzi off the right wing boards and in. Bouchard to Draisaitl. Rimming. Janmark trying to get it out. Teravainen will keep it in. Then Bedard lost it. And Janmark will get it out. It'll come down the right wing. Janmark had the stick knocked out of his hands. Puck goes to the right corner. Right into the last minute here in the third. 4-3 Oilers lead. Kept in at the blue. Oh, now there's a penalty coming up.
Okay, and the Oilers missed. There should have been a... Janmark had the stick completely hacked out of his hands by Connor Bedard.
And Henrique's getting a high sticking call.
Edmonton, number 19, minor penalty, high stick.
52 seconds left.
Isn't that how it goes?
It's so true. First power play of the night for Chicago.
And again, last year they were bad on the power play at 16.6%, 28th in the league, but they're 12th right now at 23.1. The Oilers gave up one in their only shorthanded situation against Pittsburgh the other night. Edmonton's 24th in the league at 76.6. Before that, they were 49 to 54, so 49 to 55 here over the last 26 games. It's going to come down to, they don't have Henrique to take draws here.
Timeout called by Chicago. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Chicago did go 3 for 3 on the power play against the Oilers in that game 2 of the regular season.
They did. And they only had 3 shots on goal.
Didn't take them long, I guess.
And that's part of what killed Edmonton's penalty kill all season is they were 5 of 5 teams scored in the first 3 games.
They'd only killed off one of after the first 2 games, right?
Yeah. First 3 games, yeah. Because Chicago was game 3. See, I would have Draisaitl out here. I know I'd have him kill with Nugent Hopkins because you don't have Henrique and Draisaitl's your best face-off man. Instead, it's going to be Nugent Hopkins and Janmark. So 2 lefties. Now, Nugent Hopkins has had a good year in the face-off circle. He's at 56% this season.
He'll be up against Foligno.
He's at 51.2% going into this game.
Oilers up by 1. Puck goes back to the point. In the shot. A high riser by Bedard off the glass. Teravainen has it left wing to the middle. Foligno's shot is steered aside by Pickard. Puck on the left wing point. Jones to Teravainen. Cross ice. Bedard coming down the right wing. 6 on 4 for the Blackhawks to Jones. Shoot. Saved by Pickard. And he covers it up with Foligno right on the doorstep. 28 seconds left. Oilers up by 1. Pickard had to deal with Foligno and Bertuzzi in front of him.
They're going to put Derek Ryan out instead of Janmark. It's a right side draw, and Ryan is a right shot at 60.2% this year against Foligno. He's got to win the draw here.
Ryan up against Foligno, but Teravainen back to the point. He got knocked down by Ekholm. Jones has it left point to Teravainen. Now to Bedard. Walks to the middle of the right. The one-timer off the outside of the net by Donato. 12 seconds left. Puck on the left wing boards. Teravainen out to Donato. Shot saved by Pickard. It's underneath and he covers it up with 5 seconds left. Chicago pressuring here with a late power play and their goaltender on the bench.
And now Janmark's going to come. No, he's not. It's going to be Janmark, I would assume, for Ryan. No, it's going to be Janmark for Nugent Hopkins. Yeah. Well, Ryan better not get waved out of the circle here.
5.6. That's what's left on the clock. 4-3, Oilers lead. Gets Set to the right of Pickard. Puck goes to Bernard. It went right through his skates and it comes out. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to win this one. 4-3 the final. They come back from a 3-1 deficit and get their 26th win of the year. And the Oilers go 3 wins and 1 loss on this road trip.
Well, you'll take it all day if you're Edmonton. You didn't have some